Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? So there was a request need USA soldier video. So here I am going to make a USA soldier design, and for before making or starting this design process, I want to share with you guys something that what you should do or what you should start at the first place. So if I search like USA soldier t-shirt design, I will find tons of different images all in different marketplaces, like somebody uploaded on print on demand, somebody uploaded on Fiverr or anywhere you can see. And what you can do is you can take any of the image like this. He is not just a soldier, he is my son. So you have to make this, you have to take this text and make a better design out of it. Like this design is, I'm not saying this is a bad design, but you, if you can make a better design than this, then you have a chance to make a sale. So you can take a text like this, then you can make a design. So if we are going to make a design for a soldier, that means it should be a strong muscular design. And for this kind of design, what should be the element you choose? So of course, is if this is a soldier design, then we have to use some guns to represent the soldiers. We can use flags to represent the country, like I am going to make it United States, so that's why I am picking their flag. I can simply make some wings, I can simply make some bullets, anything I want. So I want to make it, give it a strong kind of feel, so that's what the element I will need. And for this one I will be using a vector from FreePic. Maybe I have that link opened. Yeah, this is the vector I am going to use, but I am not going to take this design. I am just going to take this soldier from here. I have the premium license, so I can download it from there, and then I will make my design out of that. So let's start from the very beginning. Okay, in this one I will be showing you guys a little slowly because that's a complaint I get, that my videos are too fast. So you can follow with me. So I take a square here. This is because I want to make a shield here. And why I am making a shield? Because the shield is the symbol of power, security, something like that. So that's why I am taking a rectangle here, a square here. Then in the pen tool option, you will find the option that is called add anchor point tool, or you can simply press plus on your keyboard, it will be activated. So now I want to just click on here. This small guy is showing me that this is the center point, the pink line. And if I click here like this, it will add a anchor point here. And then for anchor points, if we try to select it with my selection tool, it will move all the object together. But I can select individual each and every anchor point with my direct selection tool. So if I select this one only, then if I press shift on my keyboard, then I can bring that point down with my down arrow on my keyboard. You can see just like this. I think that much is good. Now we have a shield kind of shape, but this is not a perfect shield. And for making a perfect shield, you have to again take the direct selection tool. Then if I select this one and then this one, I can simply, if you are using a CC version of Illustrator, you will get these options, these two round corner option. If I click on one of them and then drag inside, it will make me a shield. So that's how easily you can make a shield. Now I just don't want to make it a regular shield like this. I want to make some twist here. So I'm selecting my shield and I will be using offset path. So go to object, path, and then offset path. I set the shortcut for alt control F. I will be using that. So if I click here, it will pop up a window. If I click on this preview, it is going to give me a preview. So that 10 pixel is that much bigger. If I make it bigger like 20 pixel, 30 pixel, that is going to make me that much bigger shape. That is okay. Click OK. So now I have two separate shield. This is the original, this is the offset path. And now for the offset path one, I don't want it to cover all the area. I just want some simple shapes just in the corner area. And how to do that? If I take this add anchor point tool again, and if I click here, kind of this position, then again a position here, then I click here, and then another one here, just to make some random areas. And then You can see I'm clicking here and then another click here. So why I am adding this extra anchor point? I want to erase this middle part, but I cannot do that if there is not a extra anchor point. If I select this anchor point with my direct selection tool and press delete, that will erase it like this, but I don't want that. If you want to select any part of a straight line, a stroke, then you have to make a in between anchor point. You have to make 3 anchor point, and then this is the 1, this is the 2, this is the 3. If you select the middle one and then delete, it will delete this part from this and this area. In between the area will be erased. So that's why you have to make 3 anchor point and select the middle one, press delete. That will erase it perfectly. So you can see I want to keep this part, so I added 1, 2 and then 3 anchor point here. If I select the middle one from this area, then press delete, it is going to delete like this. I don't want this part, so if I select this part, it will be erased till here. So same here, this part I am going to select this point, erase it, then this part delete. So that's fine. Now you can see my shield got some extra areas like this. If I select them all, this 3 point, then go to a stroke, then option, then select this option, a stroke profile, then select this option. It will look like kind of that. We can of course make it smaller, no big deal. So and a bit smaller, maybe just close to each other. Anyway, that's perfect. Let's select them all and group. So I have my shield ready right now, but I think that is a bit longer shield. I can simply make it shorter by selecting this anchor point and this anchor point, and then if I press shift and bring down my down arrow key, it will make my shield shorter. So this much is good for me, I think. Then if I select these two, I will be able to bring them directly. So this is how my shield is looking right now. So this is going to be the main focus area of my design. I will be making designs according to this area, and this is my gun. I just want to place it something like in this area, maybe not like that, maybe like this. That much is fine, or a little like this. I want to make it fill all the area, just like this. That is fine. Let's not worry about that, or make it a bit smaller, because I want this end of the shield to be visible, and this part I want to make it, keep it in the center position, just like this. So that is fine. Now if I select this one, Control C, Control F, that means copy paste in front. If I press Control R, that will give me reflect, but that is a custom shortcut I said. You have to right click and go to reflect. So like this, I think that much is good. So I am covering those two area of the shield, and if I select these two guns from here, I will be able to select them, align them center wise, then make them a group. So my guns are now a group, these shield elements are now a group. If I select them all, then I will be able to easily align them just in the center position. So this is the center of my gun and shield. Now there is some extra work that I have to do here. That is, you can see this part of the gun is visible through this one. How to fix that? If I select on of the guns, you can see here, then open transparency for it simply. Then if I take my pencil tool with black fill, I can draw a simple shape just like this. That will hide my that part of the gun. Click here to come out of the transparency. So that much is fine. Now I want to keep my guns on top of my shield. So for doing that, I am selecting my guns from here, copy them, then select the shield group. And now I want to open my transparency again for the shield. Click on the clip, then press Ctrl F. So Ctrl F will paste it just exactly where it was, simply like this. Now all I have to do is merge on my pathfinder tool and unite. So merge unite will make it one single solid color shape. You can see inside here no details in it. So there is a problem of making merge unite, that the area that should not be covering, like this part should be empty. Whatever will be in the background, that should be visible from here, that should be visible from here, of course from here. So that is missing, and for fixing that, if I simply press Ctrl F again, that will paste my gun vector again, but I have to make it red. Why I am making red, I will tell you a bit later. So if I select this two, now my red and black part is selected. And if I click on this divide option on my Pathfinder tool, it will make it divide. And then right click ungroup. So we are inside the transparency and we have a red layer and a black layer. So if I select this part, now once we divided, we can select each and every single part separately. So I want to select this part and delete. I want to select this part and delete. It will not show right now, but you will see what it is doing once we will paste some object in the background. So these two parts, these are the parts I don't need, so that is fine. Now I have a red layer here, I don't want it. So if I select my magic wand tool and click here, any of the object here, it will show me what is selected. You can see the red is selected here. And if I press delete, that will delete my red layer. So I have only black layer left with the details. You can see the simple white that is showing up there. Okay, if you don't don't worry, we will explain, we will understand that later. So all I have to do is, I am inside the transparency right now, so all I have to do is I have to make it a group, because I will be using these shapes many times in future. So I am making them a group and then click here to come out of the transparency. So that is fine. Now my main vector part is made, and what I want to do is, now I want to add my flag here. I'm just adding the graphics part right now. I will be add the text part later. So one thing I want to share with you guys, that is, okay, I have to bring on my ruler. I didn't set a shortcut. Okay, let me show you how to set shortcut. Go to edit, then keyboard shortcuts, and from this menu command I have to go to view, and then this is the, sorry for that, ruler. So inside the ruler, show rulers, there is no shortcut for it. The regular shortcut is Ctrl R, but I replace that with reflect. So I have to set something else here. So if I press Ctrl Shift R, that will become my new shortcut for ruler, and press OK, click yes. So you can see the ruler is activated. If I press Ctrl Shift R, that will be deactivated. Again Ctrl Shift R, I will be able to bring that. So with my ruler activated, I want to make a place here, because that will be the highest wide of my design. I will not go outside of that area, and for that I am going to right click on the ruler and then lock guides, so that will not move from its position. So I want to make sure that my graphics are all inside this ruler area, then bring a copy here, reflect, Ctrl R, and then bring this inside the ruler area. I think that is fine, or I can simply manually fix it by align it with the ruler. Anyway, that much is good. Let's make them a group, and if I select them all like this, I can simply click on any of the object, that will become the key object. Now if I align them center wise, everything else will be aligned with this object position, the key object's position. So that much is fine for me. Now for this area, I want to keep my guns, I want to keep my flags on the top, on top of the guns. So if I select my flags group, I can simply make a offset path, but not in that much bigger size, maybe 1 or 2 pixel, 5 pixel, for 3 pixel is good, looking good for me. Click OK. Now press Ctrl X to cut it. If I select this guns group, I can open the transparency for it and press Ctrl F. So Ctrl F will paste it inside, in front of my this guns shape. And now this part is okay, but this part of the guns should not be visible through my flag. So I can simply take my pencil tool again to draw a shape like this. Just draw inside this area like this, and that will be hidden. So if I select this one, I can simply bring a copy here and then reflect, as they are all similar, so it should fit perfectly inside the shapes. You can see this is perfectly fitting. So everything else that was here is now hidden, so the shield part is visible. Let's not worry about that. If I press Ctrl A, that will be selected, that will select everything that is inside here, and I am selecting pressing shift E for eraser tool because I don't want this part to be visible. So let's erase that part. Fine. Now Control C to copy. Click here and now select the rectangle, sorry, select the shield group, and inside the transparency press Ctrl F. So that will make it look like this. That part of the shield should not be visible through my flag. So again I am taking my pencil tool to draw a shape like this. You can see that is clearly hiding my shield from this area. And once that is done, make sure that everything, every small details that you don't really need, that is hidden from the with the transparency. You can see this is how it is looking right now. I think that's fine. Okay, so this is the graphics part of my design. I think it is looking good till now. So I'm selecting them all and then making them a group. So everything is a group right now, or I can simply select this flag group to erase this part. This part will not be visible anyway, so that's not a problem. Just like this. Now my text work begins from here. So I want to use this text. So this United States veteran, this is the main focus point of my text, the first focus point of my text. So I want to make the veteran bigger and the United States smaller and put something like this. So I can simply pick a font, any font. Maybe I will use this Poster Gothic. This is a good font. You can use a stencil font, no problem on that. You can choose any font you want. I am just going with this font here. I can simply go with enamel up. I can simply go with any stencil font I like, no problem. Just make it something like this. Or the reason I was going with the font is this is not too long. Anyway, you can go with any font. So this is the position I want my graphics to text to be, and I'm going to break them. Once you are satisfied with the size of the text, you can break them. Now I want to make it bigger. Okay, so this much is good. This is just to make sure that it is same size bigger, and now I want to make my United States a little smaller here. Just like this, maybe not that much, something like this. And then I want to make them a bit closer, not that much, something like this. This is fine. So that is going to be the main text position of my United States veteran, and for this area I can simply, okay, I can take my pen tool to draw a shape like this, something like one here, another shape here, another here, then another here. I can of course change them later, but for now I am just going to make it something look like this. That much is fine for me. And now this is the fill. If I press Shift X, that will make it a stroke. Let's make it a bit bigger size a stroke. 10 pixel is fine for me, no problem. But I think this is a bit close to the text. As I said, I can simply change that. I can simply pick my direct selection tool and then select this to anchor point to bring them close to the font. But I think this much is fine for me, no problem on that. And then I want to make this part of the text. Let's use the same font here. My oath of enlistment has no expiration date, so I'm going to apply the similar effect here. So my oath of enlistment, so enlistment I want to make it a bit bigger, the oath of a bit smaller, has no expiration date is the same size of the enlistment text, because if I make it too small, it will be it will not be very much readable, because that's a small, that's too many text in this line, something like this. So that part is fine for me, no problem. Again I can simply bring this part of the shape that we created and place it like this. Don't worry about the positions right now. I can simply select this one and this one, bring them close to my text like this. I can simply draw that again, but I'm just showing you another way of doing things, doing stuffs. So like that is fine. Okay, so adjusting this one may take some time. Let's not waste time here. I'm just going to draw a rough shape here. We can adjust that one, no problem. Sorry, you have to align it with the line that is showing you where the previous line or the next line is, the smart guides, and then make it like this. Okay, so that is fine. Let's select them all, align them center wise. Okay, I think there is a problem. So let's bring them a bit, move them a bit further like this. Okay, and now I want to make this and this part a bit up 2 times. Then of course this part and this part up 2 times. Then I think that part is okay, but I can make it, I can bring this down a bit. So this is going to be the part of the text of my design, both text, the top part and the bottom part. So that much is good, fine. Let's group it. This one is also good, let's group it. And I want to make sure that my both text are same size bigger. How to do that? I am going to place it like this, and that will make sure that it is, they both are same size bigger. I can simply select my this option, this stroke, pick eyedropper and click there. It will pick that stroke size, so everything is now in exactly same size. So that is fine. Now for this one here, this is a group. Make sure to group everything, that is really important. And I want to make it look like this. I want to make it align with my text and then bring them a bit down, maybe this position. Now I want to apply some effect. So go to effect, wrap, and then arch. With the arch option you can make it bigger, smaller, but I think the 20% that was before is good. 20% is good. Let's keep it kind of in this area, and you can see my stroke is going out of the rectangle, sorry, the ruler area. I can bring that inside the ruler, that's not a big deal. So that is fine. So this is going to be the top part of my design. I can of course bring them a bit down like this, no problem. And then for this area I want to make sure that everything is aligned with my that upper text, and that is the easiest way to make them all same size. This time I am not aligning it with the stroke, I am aligning with that text. So that is fine. Maybe I will make it little smaller than the upper text, because this should be the position of my this enlistment text. And I can simply go to wrap and then arch again. So that will make it same size or same direction arcs like this. Sorry guys, so this is called arch, not arc, kind of this. Or I can simply make it just aligned with the stroke of my that shape, that will make it perfect in this area, just like this. I am not aligning it with the ruler, I am aligning it with the stroke of my design. That much is fine. So you can see this is how my design is looking. If I select everything and then click on this option, that group, flag gun and the shield, that will become the key object. Just align it with the key object. Everything else is looking good. I can simply maybe bring this one a bit down from here, just like this, because that part is really important to cover that area. I think that is good. Or maybe this one a bit down like this area, because there will be my soldier, kind of this. So now you can see my gun is not visible through there. So what I can do, if I select this shield group, keep selecting, keep clicking, inside the shield group I make the guns vector a group. I have to copy that, and then if I click here I can simply select this one. I am going to expand it right now because I don't need that effect anymore. So selecting that option, if I make it, open the transparency and press Ctrl F, that will paste my guns vector right on top of them, and that will make the guns on top, veterans on the bottom. And this is a simple text, so you can simply just read it a veteran, there will be no problem. A little problem here, you can see, I will fix that right now. So if I select, click here, if I select this shield group just like this, then inside the shield group I will be able to draw. I want to draw something here, so take my pencil tool. I am taking my pencil tool to draw a part like this, that will make that area hidden. This corner of the shield is not important, my text is important. So you can see this is how easily you can fix it. So that is fine. Now for this area I also don't want the effect anymore, break it. If I select this part, this stroke group, just copy this, you can see I am selecting the strokes only, copy this, and now if I select my this total group here, because I want to hide everything that is here, open the transparency, click here, Ctrl F, that will paste your stroke here, you can see, but I want it in fill, so press Shift X. Shift X will fill everything. Now if I select this shape here that is created here, I can simply make a offset path of it, just maybe like this, that much is fine, click OK. So you can see that is making a separation or a separate area from there, that is fine. Okay, so this is my final design like this. The graphics part is done. Now I want to add my vector here. So for adding the vector, you can download this kind of vectors from FreePic, and sometimes they are separated, sometimes they are grouped together. Maybe, yeah, you can see how easily the black is separate. You can simply remove them, but I'm just going to take the black part of the design, and then if I paste it here, so that is going to be the graphics of my design. I am making sure that it is complete black, otherwise there can be a transparency problem. Anyway, so this is where my soldier should be, and I want to make him big enough so that I can see the details of his face. Not, I just don't want to place him here so that I cannot see what is the details of him, his face, his guns. I just want details of it. So I think simply this much is good. If I change the color here, that will be easy for me to see. Now I have to select everything. Now I can simply select any of the object to make that a key object, because they all are aligned together, and click on this center align. That will align my soldier only. So that is fine. Now with this position of my soldier, I want to make him a little bigger, kind of this. That is fine. Now I want to make it black, and with the black shape of the soldier, if I press Ctrl C to copy, I can simply select this group, then inside the transparency press Ctrl F. Ctrl F will make it look like this, merge unite. So merge unite will make a one single shape here. You can see this is how it is looking. Or if there is another way, if this is confusing for you guys, you can simply do it like this. This is the soldier vector, bring him here in this area. Let's take a rectangle for him, Ctrl X, Ctrl B, make something a different color, press Shift M to erase the outer part of the soldier, something like this. That will be easy. And now you can simply see which area you should remove from the soldier. Like you can see this part should be removed. If I select them all, Shift M, erase, press Alt and click on any area, that will be removed, something like this. It can take some time because there are tons of, you can see thousands of anchor point in the soldier vector. So I think that much is good for us right now. If I select this red of the soldier, make it white, that will be easy for me to see. And now I am going to make it a group. Then if I place him like this in this area, I can simply select all of it, make something a key object, align it center position, that is fine. So I think that much is good. Okay, I just want to keep the veteran a little readable here. Okay, I think that much area is fine for me. And for the soldier here, I want to, that is already covering all the elements that is in the background of the soldier. Maybe just a little bit in this direction, because the flag part that got to top part here, you can see that should be the center of the design. Anyway, I can select everything, make it a key object, select everything, make it a key object, align. So this is how it is looking right now. My soldier is in the center position, but my flags are not. So for fixing that, I have to select my flags. Once we are editing anything that is inside a group, if we edit something inside a group, whatever we applied in the transparency, that will remain for the group, nothing will change. So if I select this two, I can simply erase this part, because this is a on color design. I don't need those parts here, and that will be better for me, no confusion here that if it is in the center position or not, something like that. So that much is fine for me, it is completely fitting with the graphics here. So if I want to hide this part of the soldier, the bottom part, and if I select the soldier group, open transparency, just like this, then taking my pen tool here, because this should be easy to make a shape like this. So one shape just inside this area, these black lines inside that area, and then you can simply break it from here and hide the rest of the soldier, just like this. So you can see this is how it is looking right now. And for the soldier vector, I want to just copy this one, Control X, then Control F. So that will paste my this shape in the on top of the soldier, or I can simply select this one. Inside the transparency, I will find that offset path, copy that one, select the soldier group here, inside the transparency, press Ctrl F. So that will be pasted here, and you can see I want to keep this part of the soldier, this gun part of the soldier I want to keep here. So for doing that, I am going to keep it. I am going to select the black shape of the soldier, making a offset path, same size offset path. Okay, maybe in round and not that much bigger, of course. So here it is 9 pixel, maybe I will make it 5 pixel. You have to be careful in this area. So that is fine. I am going to make it merge unite to make it a one single shape, and then I am going to cut this shape. So if I select this group inside the transparency, I can simply press Ctrl F. That will make a area for my soldier like this, and then whatever we pasted inside the soldier vector, if I select the soldier vector here inside the transparency, I want to press Ctrl F. So Ctrl F will make it look like this. Don't worry, select this shape, this offset path, press Shift M, and then press Alt and then delete. So deleting that part will make it look like this, but don't worry, if I delete this part, it is going to look like this. Okay guys, sorry for that. I would just want to keep this part, this top of the gun visible, so everything else that we pasted here should be removed. So if I select it here, I can simply make it kind of this area. It is just something of measurement thing, you have to understand it. Yes, you can see this is how we can hide that part, but we are not affecting the top of the gun. And now if I simply take my pen tool here, so okay, let's do it again. If I double click on this soldier vector, I can see what is happening here. Now take my pencil tool, make a shape like this, or maybe make a bigger shape like this, make that red so that you can see. Ctrl X, Ctrl B. Sorry guys, that is not working like that. This is the shape, make it red. Ctrl X, Ctrl B. If you select this shape of the soldier with the red shape, press Shift M and then delete. Sorry, not delete, press Alt and then click for the minus. So that is erased, but we cannot see. Inside the layer panel, we will be able to see where is the red shape. Click on this circle and then cut to copy. Sorry, cut that shape. Select this part of the text, open transparency, press Ctrl F. So this is how it is looking right now. If I make it black, that will be complete transparent, but I don't want this part. I just want to keep this part on top of my graphics. So that is fine. I think we are having some confusion here, that is because of this offset path. I don't want any offset path of anything. So if I select my this soldier group inside the transparency, I just want to delete this part. I don't want it. Also this part. Okay, not that part. So in this part, here is the transparency part, but that is inside the shield on. So if I select this anchor point, I can bring that inside my these two, okay, these lines, just like this. I hope you guys will understand what I am doing here. So I just keep everything inside the area. So that is how my soldier is now in the background, but the gun is on top. Okay guys, so this is how my design is looking right now. You can see this is how you can make a US soldier design. I hope this is not too confusing for you, but making a good design takes time, and of course you have to spend a lot of time practicing, and by practicing you can be a better designer. So this is what that's the video for today. You can comment whatever topic I should follow to make my designs. I will try to make my videos on that, and I will make a colorful version of this design. You will be able to see that in my group, in my Facebook group. So I hope that will help you. See you in the next video guys. Have a great time. Thank you everyone. Thank you very much for subscribing and watching my videos. Thank you again.